I'm Jenna McCurry.
I'm Maya Tucker.
And I'm Amanda Rodriguez.
Hi, Egyptian sisters. Welcome back to our mukbang.
Today we are going to be talking about ancient Egypt's religion and afterlife.
So let's spill the real tea.
So let's get started. Ancient Egypt's religion was mostly based off of the afterlife. During the Old Kingdom, as it was called, there was a formalized religious structure that everyone was expected to follow.
The Egyptians' dead bodies were preserved and made into mummies to keep the Ka from suffering. A person's Ka is someone's spiritual entries that everyone possesses.
Only elite people in the society and people that had lots of money could afford to be mummified and put into the temples and pyramids. The Egyptian gods and goddesses also played an important role in the Egyptians' religion and afterlife. Osiris was the god of the afterlife.
Isis is the goddess of magic, and Horus is the goddess of kingship and the sky.
And Thoth is the god of wisdom, and Anubis was the god who weighed the souls after death. Gebs was the god of earth, and finally, Re, or Amun-Re, was the sun god. Let's do a Socratic seminar.
Now that we have shared our knowledge about ancient Egypt's religion, let's answer a question.
How did ancient Egypt's beliefs and religious practices both unify and divide people? Jenna, why don't we start with you?
Well, I personally go to church, and for all y'all that do, you guys know that when you're going through a hard time or when something bad happened, the church will bring you up and make you feel better and pray for you. And it just makes you feel stronger, and they really care about you and your well-being. And it just makes the community stronger as a whole.
I agree with Jenna, and I also have a counter idea. I heard what you're saying, Jenna, about how they are trying to lift you up when you go through hard times, and I want to add on to that idea of them unifying people. When you go to church, I know that nowadays we have a lot of churches. There's a bunch of different types of religions, but back then they only all studied one type of religion, and they all went to one church. There wasn't a bunch of different churches. So they were all learning the same thing at the same time. So what I'm thinking is that there wasn't a lot of conflict between them, and that they didn't have conflicts because everyone was learning the same thing. But I do think it could have divided people because people could disagree with the priest, or people that are dividing people, or that people that have different ideas. Amanda, here you go. So you guys mostly talked about religion unifying people, so I'm going to talk about it dividing people. So I think it divided people because, as you know now, a lot of people have different religions, Christian, Catholic, Jews, whatever. And so a lot of people go to different churches and celebrate different things like Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. And so I think that it divided people because you could have arguments and discussions about your religion and what you believe, because not all people believe the same things. I know back then they had only one religion, so I don't think it really divided people back then, but I know that now it really divides people. And yeah. So that was our Socratic seminar. Thank you for watching.
Hello, Egyptian stars.
It's not working, Amanda.
Cool it.
Rodriguez.
The reason we're talking so loud is because the video wasn't picking up sound, and that's why.
Amanda. Yes, Jenna. Eating donuts. Yeah, no, Jenna. Telling lies. No.